Tapped in exclusive. We are the internet.
Yeah, I know what the
bitch.
fuck going on.
I was gonna say the first time I ever heard of Robb Bank was in fucking 2013, and you've still been cranking music out nonstop.
Yeah, of course.
It's unbelievable that it's unbelievable like how fucking prolific your career has been from the first time I heard you. Like the first time I heard you was on Threshed.
Yeah, that was like the first song like that I had did with I think the song was so big because it was like all the underground artists, big underground artists at the time. At that time in SoundCloud like history era, like how they be trying to call it, and it was all on one song. And I think that's why. And the video was great too. Uncle Luke, shout out to Uncle Luke for that video. Yeah, but that was like the first big song that I ever was able to be a part of.
No, totally. I mean, it's interesting because of the, 3 different careers were kind of launched off that one song, Denzel, Simi, and yours. And I feel like the funniest thing is your verse was my favorite verse on that song.
That's crazy because everyone hated my verse. After you say what you're finna say, I'm gonna tell you a story about how that song came about. Because the way the song came about was like, it was some fried ass shit, boy. It was fried ass shit. But
no, tell me the story.
Okay, look. So that night I was working on The City. The City is like, for anyone that's watching, like I know y'all got a big following, you know what I mean? Like, so I know obviously there's always people around the world that don't know who you is as an artist. So to anyone that don't know, I'm Robb Banks, I'm Femto, and my second mixtape was The City. And I was working on it in 2013, 2014, I want to say, with Nuri at Nuri's house. He lived in a condo on Biscayne, right? So I was there all night. I had met a girl who was in Raider Clan, right? Space Ghost Perp, like throwback. Like Space Ghost Perp's little group. And we was making music all night, and one thing led to another, you know what I mean? And I was laid up with her, like, and then Curry and his manager called me, and my manager at the time called me and say, hey, you got to be at the studio, like, right now. It's like 9 in the morning, mind you. I have not slept. I was recording. I'm doing all type of extracurricular shit. Yeah, like, I'm 17. Like, I'm 17. That shit is lit. Like, I just dropped out. Like, I'm lit. Like, I didn't know what was going on. So I go to the studio, and I remember I was trying to get with her for so long. Like, and I was like so infatuated by her, like trying to like just. And I finally got with her, and I was trying to just go back to the crib. And I'm in Miami, so I got to drive back to Broward, like where I live. Like, so I'm like, fuck, I got to stop at the studio in Miami and then go to Broward. I'm trying to just get her back in the bed. So I get to the studio, bruh, Curry in there writing his writing his whole heart out, like. And at the time, I wrote everything down also, like. And Simi's verse was already recorded. He wasn't there. Or maybe he was there. I don't even remember. It was so long ago. But Curry writing, he initially recorded a verse and then didn't like it and was like, I'm gonna re-rap it, all that. So I was like, I'm on some shit like, I'm looking at the time like, come on, bro, hurry up. You done? All right, fuck that. And then I went in and I freestyled the whole thing. Literally, like I freestyled the whole thing top to bottom. That's why it sounds so. I personally hate the verse, like, because my mind was in the gutter. It was on the wrong. I was thinking about the wrong thing. I was thinking about getting the pussy.
Let me lay this shit down real quick, then back to the pussy.
I mean, I feel you. It was like, it was you. I think it was not just the verse, but in the video, like when you pull up with the 2 phones, it was like over. That was it. Like, it was just legendary from that point on.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you, dog, for real. Thank you, man. I look back at them times sometimes because I was so young. And I was young and I was high. You know what I'm saying? I was young, like, and high, and just like I was a different nigga than I was now. I be telling people all the time I was a monster, bro. Like, I was just like retarded, like. And I look back and it makes me cringe almost. Like, I look at that person, I be like, who is this guy? Like, I don't like that dude. You know what I mean? Like. But a lot of fans, like a lot of on Twitter and stuff like that, when I interact with them, that's like the Robb Banks, I guess, that they want. You know what I mean? They want that back. But it's hard for me to tap into that. Like, I'm older now. Like, I was 17 at those times, and now I'm a grown ass man now. Like, so I'm the same nigga. I just got a little older, a little wiser, but you know, it'll come with it.
But everybody has to evolve, man. Like throughout time, you learn from our mistakes and different things. Shit, you probably look back like, shit, I'm glad I'm alive now. So all that
hell yeah. What? Like, hey, listen. I was talking to my round other day. I'm talking to my dog. I'm like, I'm like, bro, I should be dead set. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, the amount of things I was doing, like, I was living so toxic and just horrible, like, and to where I am now, like, I'm really, I know I come off a certain way in my music, like everybody got their persona and shit in music and like that. And I know in my music, I'm just saying right now what I've seen. Like, people say, oh, he's misogynistic, or he's this, he's that, he's cocky. Like, but in real life, I'm not that type of person. You know what I mean? I always try to humble myself. I learned from I studied music history and shit like that. So, like, I watched like Jimi Hendrix, one thing they said about him, he never liked compliments. Like, that's why, like, when people give me compliments, I'll be like, I don't know how to take them, because I don't ever want to get big headed. Like, I always want to stay hungry. Right. You see what I'm trying to say? So, man, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling. My bad. I feel like I always do this shit and just start rambling.
No, you're good.
No. We want in our interviews and interactions with people, we want the real side of people, the people that people don't see. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. That's why, not to cut you off, but that's why I don't ever even be doing interviews, because how could I say it? Like, I'm always gonna be me, and I'm always gonna be. I don't know how to put on that rap facade type shit. Like, I don't know how to do it. I can only just be myself. And a lot of times when you be yourself and you be real, that shit rub niggas the wrong way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or it's just not politically correct. Like, the world, I tweeted it the other night, the world very pussy right now. So you gotta kind of censor everything you
big
say.
facts.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
I'm not.
You don't have to do that here, though.
I will not. But that's what I'm saying. I did this interview.
This is definitely on something.
Yeah, off you know, the homie, you feel me? So, and that's my nigga. He done seen me, feel me? So, you know.
Yeah, that's our boy right there. Shout out to Kamari, man.
That's my nigga, bro. That nigga done got me out some shit, real talk. Love Kamari.
Yeah, smart nigga right there, bro. Shout out to that boy.
Big fact.
Just to dive into that a little bit further, like the whole. Oh shit! This shit going crazy.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, like just like
all that people hating on your energy, bro. For real, when people see like your realness and how humble you are, and niggas start hating and start trying to figure out ways to nitpick about your personality, that's something that they wish they had in themselves. You get what I'm saying? When niggas see your goodness and how solid and how real of a person you are, people be trying to nitpick at it. That's because they don't have it within, my nigga. That's really what it be. And like, not to be on some current vibes, and I hear everybody like, that's your vibe. People be hating on it, and they want that inner vibe also. That's the crazy part, man.
It is, though.
Don't let nobody try to suffocate that, though, because that's when they let them take you out of your element and take you from like the real Rob. You get what I'm saying? For real. Because like I'm all in the same way. I'm a real energetic, happy type nigga. I like to go into the room and make everybody laugh. Watching Weezy, you gonna see what type of person I am. But I'll sometimes find niggas hating on that and be like, oh, this a funny type nigga. No, bro, you just wish you could walk into the room and hold the room like I do. That's it.
You wish you could grab all the attention, walk into the room and just grab, and all eyes is on you. And you don't do it intentionally. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's just your spirit. Like, and like when like Jamaican people say this shit, like, if my spirit don't take you, like when I walk in a room, people's spirit take me. That's what it is. Like, I can't control that. I don't do nothing. I barely say a word when I walk in the room. I be so paranoid and shit like that. But when I warm up, I'm just me. But people will always try to, you know, bring you down for that and share that. Which is why, like, even in the current state of music, I've been seeing, this is like one of the first times I really stepped back, like, in the studio, like, and just chilled. Like, I've been like, man, because I've recorded from like what you were saying, fam, like from since then till now, nonstop. Every single day I'm in the studio, every single night. I will never not be in the studio. But now I'll be in the studio, like, let me not record, let me listen to so-and-so album. who dropped just now. Let me see who just dropped. Let me see. You feel, cause I don't really be too much in touch like that. And I've been looking at it, and I haven't even been posting on Instagram and my socials. I've been just trying to vibe out and just see like what niggas is fucking with. And I just the state of music right now, bro. It's like on some. It's some weird shit going on. You know what I mean? I feel like some realness, right. So not even realness in a sense of what a small-minded nigga gonna think about it as. A small-minded nigga gonna think about it, realness. Oh, how many niggas you done shot? How many times you done been in jail? Nigga, I done been past all that. I'm talking about realness as in like who is you, and like what is your story, and how authentic can you bring your story in words? You know what I mean? And get it to connect with somebody. Right. That's what I'm on. You feel me? Yeah.
No, the authenticity factor is definitely fucked up. So I feel you on that, 100%. When you ended up releasing The City, that was like what, 2014, 2013?
I believe so. I think it was 20. I know this is how I always do the calendar, because like I said, just keep in mind this whole time I'm fried, you guys. Like my mind is like, like when I be looking at Lil Wayne, like when you know how those Lil Wayne interviews when he be like, I don't know who this is, who that, and people think he be lying. I feel him because I don't be knowing. Like I don't know. Like yo, and people be saying it to me like, bro, you don't know the song that goes down, and I be like, no, and they be like, bro,
like, no, I don't know that.
Where the fuck do you live? Under a rock? I be like, bro, I'd be in the house and I'd be at the studio and I'll go check the hood once in a while. That's it. Like, so I understand that. Like,
huh? When they say shit like that, I be like, bro, I be too busy being me to be worried about what everybody else doing.
Exactly. Like, I'm in the studio constantly. Like, I don't be listening to other people, because when you listen to other people, you pick up unintentionally and subconsciously, you'll start sounding like a person if you like what they did. You see what I'm saying? So I try not to listen to nobody. Back when I was making The City, my timeline is so fucked up that I remember 2012 when I dropped Calendars, the first mixtape. Remember there was that whole stigma going on, like the world's gonna end in 2012. Go get high. You know what I mean? They was doing that stupid ass shit. Yeah. I was one of them kids. I was like 16, so I was like, nigga, we gonna die. Like, so then I had to. I was like, fuck that. That was literally my motivation. I'm like, bitch, don't nobody know I rap. I just got kicked out my school. I'm selling. Can I talk about that type of stuff on this?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay, I'm selling drugs at the time. I'm selling dope, Xanax at the time, and I'm gonna take all that money. And I worked a job too. I had worked a call center job. So I'm like, man, I'm finna take all that money and put it into whatever studio I could find. I put it in there, made Calendars, and then that was 2012, and the world didn't end. So I was like, it's lit. And then I got lit. So I'm like, oh, this is like the best year ever. Like, it's fucking lit. Whoa.
Shout out to having a truck and another car. Niggas don't know about that. Take a motherfucking note.
Yeah, take notes.
Okay.
I do the same shit, so I feel you.
So look, right after that, I go to do what's her name? I meet Nuri, right? My right hand. That, like when you think of
hey, sorry to cut you off. Your audience got messed up.
It's fucking up.
Can you hear us?
Oh, there you go.
I can hear y'all. Can you hear me?
You good?
Okay, yeah. So I meet Nuri in like 2013, like the year after that, after 2012, and he's like the right hand to Robb Banks. Like when you hear Robb Banks, you hear Nuri, like, because he did most of my production. He's like the second. If I'm Robb, he's Banks. If I'm Banks, he's Robb. So I meet him, and then we start working on The City, and that's my timeline of it. So I believe that was 2014, to be honest, to answer your question. I think that's 2014.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I was curious because each song, I mean, the whole album's fire, but each song has like a fucking different city associated with the song. No, for real, I swear.
I look back at that, bro, and my flow, I get why people like it because it was so unorthodox, but it was no trick or nothing like that. Like, bro, I was really just high, like, and I didn't know how to catch the beat. Like, I was just fucked up. Like, I was on mad Xanax, like an idiot, like them popping them Xanax. Like, I can't fuck with that shit no more. Like, man, like, that shit the devil, fam. That shit.
It is.
I mean,
I had a small run-in also with the whole Zanny case. I would be forgetting weeks. I would be like, niggas is like, yeah, you was at the theme park because you was on a roller coaster. You were bungee jumping. I was like, I was mad at myself because I was forgetting the whole thing.
Yup.
But
that
anyway,
shit time travel, bro. Niggas be telling me shit like, yo, a nigga told me a story. This a producer I used to work with named News. This nigga said, bruh, first time I ever even met you, I seen you outside the club. This one club in Miami called Peach Fuzz. It's shut down now. I seen you outside the club getting carried out into a white Panamera. Niggas like, I didn't own a white Panamera. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Like, I don't know what you thought you saw that night. Maybe it happened. Yo, that shit is time travel. Like, it's like the Men in Black shit when Will Smith go, Pew, like it's literally that.
Hey, somebody posted a meme today on Instagram. I was laughing. It was like the perfect teleportation. Excuse me, I'm sound retarded. Teleportation device is a Zen. Nigga got the Zen next to you in county jail. Nigga like, oh damn, like how'd I get here?
Big facts, bro. I remember I went to jail. That's literally what happened. I was fucking with a bitch the night before. Got home 5 a.m. Bro, this pussy ass police officer, man, this fuck ass nigga, and I can say his name because the case closed now. Officer Walsh, you fuck nigga. This nigga, fuck him. Fuck that nigga. Fuck BSO. Fuck Broward County Sheriff Office. All that. So look, this nigga come and he been pulling me over for the last 6 months, right? And every time he pull me over, he finds something, but not nothing he could arrest me with. Like he'll find empty pint of lean. He'll find a empty baggie. He'll find another empty pint of lean, like on separate occasions. And then he ended up finding bullets in the car. So I'm like, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? But there's no gun. Mm-hmm. So it was cool. I could speak about all this. So look, the man go, and he keeps saying, every time he pulled me over, right before he let me go, he said, I'm going to take this to the lab and I'm going to test it. And I'm in my head, I'm like, nigga, suck my dick. Like, whatever, nigga. Fuck you. And then one day, I go fuck with a bitch, get back home. I'm staying with my mama at the time. I'm like 17, again, like 17, 18, or maybe 19. Well, one of them. And I wake up, and the police is standing over me. In my room, looking down, talking about, I look at him, I'm like, and I did I did some kid shit. I did some shit like, it's a dream. And try to roll over. Like, I did some old kid shit. Like, and all I hear is, get up. Get up. And nigga said, get up. I come out, he cuffed me. He walking me out my house, my mama crying, my little brother trying to fight the police officer. Stupid shit, bro. But I bond out same night, so I'm good. It don't matter.
Yeah. That's crazy. What I was going to say was also, you were saying you met, in all this time you met Nuri, and that was like your right hand.
Yes.
Every star, there's an architect, right? I feel like there's a person that goes with them and like builds them, and kind of like he was able to capture your sound and to take that moment of you being faded in a whole nother world and bring it in and make it something to transfer your energy to everybody, man. I feel like that's something that every artist and people should look for, not only an artist, but business and different things like that. Like, find your architect. And like, an architect doesn't necessarily have to be one person. It could be a team of people who are driving you and making your vision clear to the world. So I just like to always pass messages and different things like that and drop gems. You know, I'm nobody, but you know, the universe lays it on.
No, you somebody, bro. What you mean? You got you the 100% got me on the phone right now. I checked y'all Instagram. Y'all is lit, man. Come on.
I like to always say that to, like, because people be like, well, what's your credentials to be able to say something like that? I'm like, hey, I'm just a student of the world, bro.
Bro, that's how you stay humble. That's that Jimi Hendrix mentality. But I thank God for Nuri every single day, man. Like, and he's branching off. He's now finally getting. Shout out Nuri for real. He's getting his flowers finally, like, and he's producing for Lil Skies and Lil Mosey, and like he's getting placements, and I love it. Like, I love it. Yeah. And like we don't, like, bro, we only have seen each other in 2020 once. That's how much I'm working and he's working, but he's constantly sending me beats. Like, we'll always work together. That's my brother till death, like to death. He met my whole family. That's my nigga, bro.
You just get like an email with like a pack of beats, and then you'd be like, oh, he'd be like, I was thinking of you. There's some shit that's just for you.
Exactly. And I'll tell him, like, hey, all this shit garbage. I'll tell him, hey, all this shit fire. Like, and he'll tell me, hey, that song's trash. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like this. Yeah. He's one of the only ones that will be straight up with me. You know what I mean?
So
like,
pretty much, it's safe to say every project Nuri will have something to do with. He'll have his hands on or be involved with.
If we was looking at it, say if you had to compare it, like, okay, like you see how it's like a Drake and a 40, or like a it's a
everybody.
Pharrell,
Let's just say a Babyface and a Tony Braxton. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly,
somebody like that. Yeah,
that's what he is to me. Always, he's the Timberland to my Aaliyah. Always, like always. That's my nigga, bro. For real.
That's fire.
Gucci and Daytona. Crazy.
Shout out to Kevin for the rest of it.
But yeah. So basically after that, we fast forward to like 2015, 2016. You did Year of the Savage.
Yes.
And
that was a project that was a long time in the coming. Say again?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It took a while to get off, but how did that feel?
It felt great to drop, but I was mad about one thing. I'm mad about is that I didn't capitalize on the impact it made because of me and myself and my own demons, my own little self-conscious little bullshit I be having going on. You know what I mean? Like, because I wasn't happy with the album when I first came. Like, I thought it was lackluster at best. Like, I thought it was cool, but the world, my world, like that, the Falconia world that love Robb Bank or whatever, like they loved it. Like they still to this day, this is your best project. And partially, I think they biased because they waited so long. They was there from the beginning, and they feel like they waited all the anticipation. You know what I mean? So they'll call no matter what I drop. If I drop the greatest project in the world, a critically acclaimed, get a Grammy for it, they're always gonna say Year of the Savage is the best. Like, they're always gonna say that. But now that I listen back to it, I see that that was my transition point into where I am now. You know what I mean? I always wanted to make melodic, lyrical, different
shit.
Yeah, shit, pretty much. Yeah. And I tried on the city. It was too different. I did it on Year of the Savage. It was kind of there, but my voice, my tones wasn't right. And then I feel like I got it right on projects afterwards. But Year of the Savage, I anytime I got to go back and like listen back to myself to tap into my old styles and shit like that, I always listen to Year of the Savage every single time, every time. For sure.
That makes sense. And you C2 was like what, 2 years later? Or a year after that?
I believe so. Honestly, you would probably know more than me, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, now I'm working on 3.
Definitely 2 years.
I have 4 projects I'm working on simultaneously.
That you're cooking up,
Like,
that's crazy.
It's all over the place. Like, to be honest, I just be trying to work as hard. I try to outwork everyone, even though I don't know how they work. But I feel like everyone works like this. Like, you work on 4 projects at once, get them all done, get them all out as soon as you can. So I just continue to do that. Like, and I hope and I pray that I'm doing it the right way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now, you said you're working on 4 projects.
Mm-hmm.
That is fucking insane. Do you have any release dates yet or anything to talk about?
No, I don't have release dates yet, and I'm upset about that. That's the thing that leaves me a bad taste in my mouth with the music industry. Well, with music is the music industry. You know what I mean? The music industry is so it's so corrupt and it's just so base. Yeah, it's just it ain't even. It's not biased and it ain't even corrupt. I shouldn't say that. It's just business. So I get it.
It's
business.
Yeah. I understand business now. Back then, when I was younger, I didn't. I was like, man, put my shit out, nigga. What the fuck you mean? Like, I didn't get it, but now I get it. Like, so I'm thinking. I think more now. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm working on all these projects, but I'm planning to drop them as soon as possible. Like, cause they all done. They all getting mixed. Every time I'm going to the studio, like when I get on the phone with y'all and I go to the studio, I'm going to go mix. I'm not even going to go record. I'm going to go mix these shits. Like, I got 3.5 of them done right now. I got 3.5 of them done right now, and I just want. They have to all drop this year. Like I just want to flood with visuals and everything. Because I've lacked on that. I've lacked on visuals, like because partially to keep that mystique and that aura and all that shit, like that people love, and that protects me as well because I'm an introvert. You know what I mean? Like I stick to my group of niggas. Like I still live in Broward, bro. Like I'll never leave. I'm not to say I'll never leave, but I'm still in Broward, bro. Like I'm stuck in my ways for right now until I get a little older. You know what I mean? And have some kids and shit like that.
Not to mention, Florida is nice, man. I fucking love Florida. Florida is nice as shit, man. It's like
exactly. Florida's great, bro. Florida's great. I want to raise my kids here, bro.
I love to hang out down there.
What I'm saying, when I make Shaggy a grandpa, that's I'm raising my kids down here. G shit, I'm finna raise my kids down here. Because if I grew up in New York, where I was born at, I wouldn't have been the nigga I am today. Like I'm a strong nigga today. I'm a strong-willed nigga. I'm a grown man. I'm a gangster, my nigga. Like a gangster as far as I take care of my family and I take care of my business. Not nothing.
You gangster like your tribe. Like you've been through this shit and you made it through and you still making it work through right now. So your shit is gangster. I understand completely.
You sound like Dr. Umar from fucking Twitter right now. That's it, brother. You got it.
Shout out, Dr.
Shout out.
We was kings, brother. We was kings.
That's a fact.
But nah, that's like Florida, like it teaches you how to be a man, like really quick. Like, cause when I came down here, it was culture shock. Like for real, like culture shock. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I was like from 13, I was tripping, thugging, like, and I'm glad I have very few regrets in my life, in my career.
Right.
But one of them right now, for example, is I wish I would have known that street shit, it ain't where it's at. Like, and it's not the wave, and being a street nigga, not even being a street nigga, being the tough, trying to act like the toughest, super tough nigga.
The hard nigga doesn't get to the Super Bowl. He doesn't get the championship.
That's not it, man. That's not it, bro. The smart nigga do. The smart nigga do always. The smart Stunna always.
That's a fact. I agree with that. I'll second that motion.
For sure.
Now, Rob, I got to ask you, how did you end up getting affiliated with Rich Gang?
Through my manager. My manager, I met him through some other artists. You know what I mean? I met him through Shorty K. I don't know if y'all know him. He used to rap with Sir Michael Rocks from the Cool Kids. I went on tour with them.
Shout out Sir Michael Rocks.
That's my nigga. I love him to death. So shout out to Sir Michael Rocks. But also I met Shorty K through him because they grew up together in Chicago. And me and Puya went on tour with them in like 2015. A little small tour, like the Banco tour. Like actually, it wasn't small. It was. I feel like that was a staple in underground music because that was the first show. Man, we was dumping ice buckets on the crowd, jumping in the crowd, beating them niggas up.
Yeah,
they fighting back. Like it was crazy. Like so. During then, I had met Shorty K, and Shorty K's manager was my current person that I work with right now, and then. He had ties, and he's Rich Gang, so he had ties to Stunna. So all Stunna ever gave me was game. I know that shit. It was a big press release that came out that I signed, like XXL and Complex and all that shit. Noisy, all them. They all shout out to them, but
they twisted it though, right?
Yeah, of course they did. Of course, yeah. Not fake news, but like twisted news. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they twisted the truth.
Twisted ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was never signed. Like I was signed to a management deal through my manager through Rich Gang. Like, but I love Rich Gang for like forever. Like I will never stop repping that ever. Like it's Rich Gang or don't bang. Period.
Right.
Because Stunna,
I heard that's what Stunna do. I heard like from the word in the business. I've never actually like had a conversation with him personally, But I heard that he just gives out good game always. Like people just be like, "Yo, Stunna just always dropping gems completely, like always." Like,
and now I'm running my own label, and like, and I partially I owe a lot of that to him. You know what I mean? Like, I owe it to a lot of people. I owe it to my old boy. I owe it to Stunna. I owe it to Manny, who introduced me to Stunna. Like, but I owe it to Vamp, my business partner. But shout out to all them. But Stunna, like listen, a lot of the press he get is bad press, but one thing I can say, ain't no shiesty snake ass nigga is gonna put you in the studio for 2 years straight while you're not signed and pay for all your studio time for free. And he did that. He did that for me.
That's fine.
Just cause, like, he's like, nigga, he came to me one night. I think he was a little throwed or something. He drank some GTV or something. He came to me, he said, nephew, I see it in you. And it's your time. You gonna do this shit. You gonna do this shit. And ever since, and that shit, I ain't gonna lie, I was stunned. I was like, bro, that shit crazy. Like, I was recording, I'm recording next to Lil Wayne every night. You know what I mean? Like Lil Wayne's studio at Hit Factory, his studio in E. My studio is what is it? It's C. I'm in C, he in E. That's how the studio's set up. It's a big compound. He in E, and when I walk outside, it goes. When I was smoking cigarettes, I'm smoking a cigarette outside or something like that. I'm smoking outside. He outside smoking and writing, like just like in his head. Like, that shit crazy for me to see. He riding the skateboard. That shit inspired me. I used to do shit like fried shit. Like, hey, we not leaving until Wayne leave. I'll tell the engineer at Nuri, everybody, when Wayne leave, that's when we can leave. I tapped out every single night, except for like 2 times. Except for like 2 times, I beat his ass. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I stayed here longer than you, nigga. Got you. Like, but Stunna gave me nothing but game, and I have nothing but love and respect, and just the utmost respect for Cash Money and just everything that they do. Like, it's Rich Gang forever, for always. Like, whether it's paperwork, whether it's not paperwork, I'm Rich Gang to death, and I love all of them, from Nino Calvin to Bird, man, to Bezo, man, to all of them over there. Rest in peace, CeeLo, all of them, everybody over there, man. I got nothing but love for them, for real.
Now, of those 4 projects that you got cooking, can you tell us possibly like a title for one of those 4?
One of them is Falcone. Well, 2 of them are. I dropped the latest drop I did was I'm wrong. The latest drop I did was No Rooftops 2, which is starting it off. You know what I mean? And before that was Road to Falconia. So I'm just starting my Falconia, like the actual road. The first one is Road to Falconia, then it's No Rooftops 2, and then it's one I can't name, and then it's another that the fans have kind of figured it out. It's called 3 Pills, like this one right here, because it's these 2.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's these 2. Like, these 2 drop. You feel me? This one I can't name.
Yeah.
This one is 3 Pills, and then it's 2 Falconias after that, and then I'm done. I'm cool. Like, and yeah, I'm done. I wanna retire. I wanna be on stage. Look, I learned from Stunna, man. I wanna go on stage and be with my artists, like my 430 artists. 430 Deathless is my label, and I want my artists like Mikey Moore, like 4TF Mikey, like Key Money, like One Alcy, all them people. You know what I'm saying? If I forget somebody, I'm sorry, but like all them people, I want to be on stage with them and just sit back and throw my shit up like Bird do, like just. You know what I mean? Tight. You feel me? Like, yeah. I don't want to have to keep doing this shit. I feel like I've helped a lot of artists and opened a lot of doors, like for X, for Ski, for Puya, for the Baby, took him on his first tour, all that shit. Like, I feel like I've done that stuff.
You've done that.
Huh?
Yeah. That's a fun fact. I didn't know that the Baby went on his first tour with you.
Right.
Yeah. He went on, if you could Google it, he went on what's the name of the tour? The Road to Falconia tour. Me, Kid Trunks, and the Baby. It did terrible.
Yeah.
And I ended up canceling it though. I'm not even gonna flex with you. Like, it did not do good. Like, but that was when we was all like at a low point in our careers, and now niggas is up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so but baby, my boy to this day, and I'm just so happy to see him snapping like how he's snapping. Like, that nigga killing the game right now. And he always had the work ethic. I had a studio on the tour bus he was on with me. It was a studio bus, and that nigga was back there recording every single night, like every night, like. And I couldn't record because my voice just gets shot easily, like. And I would be, I'd be screaming on the mic, and my shit was gone. I remember I tried to record a couple songs. They sounded horrible. I just trashed them. But Baby, we took Baby. I took Baby and Kid Trunks on that tour, and I feel like I have a thing when I see an artist and I know that they're great. I can just help them, and that's what I want to do. I want to do that. I want to just end my career off nicely as Robb Banks, you know what I mean? And segueing, and I'm gonna start dropping projects under a different moniker, all that, like just go straight femto, like femto, all that Robb Banks. Robb Banks been around. You gotta think about it. Robb Banks has been around since 2012. Like, Robb Banks, an old nigga.
2012, yeah.
Like, I'm 25 now.
Yeah.
I'm 25.
Yeah.
Everybody always be like, "You're 25." Like, I thought you were like 35. Like, cause I've been rapping for so long.
Cause you've been around so long.
Yeah. I feel like fucking Macaulay Culkin, like a child star or some shit. Like, you feel me? Like, so I'm gonna switch it up. I'm just gonna switch it up and be like, yo, I'm on femto vibes now. Like, Rob, if you want to hear some old Robb Banks, go listen to Robb Banks. I'm on femto now.
Listen to it, yeah.
Yeah, like, and in those 4 projects coming, that's gonna be there. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I told you I'm fried, man. It may be next time I have an interview with y'all, it may be 6 projects, it may be 7, 8. Like, I be recording
whatever it is,
yeah. I will never stop recording, even when I retire. So, because a lot of people have been saying that to me, like, don't stop, please. Your music saved my life. I was gonna kill myself. Yada yada. Shout out to all the sets. I love you forever. In my heart, so I love y'all. But I need to get my peace of mind. Yeah,
absolutely. No, I was gonna say, like, every version of Robb Banks has been pretty fucking great. So don't worry about what you're gonna evolve into after.
I appreciate that, man. And I ain't gonna lie.
Like, even if do whatever the fuck you want.
I appreciate that, bro, because I ain't gonna lie. Like, I had no idea y'all know who I was. Like, bro, I was talking to my assistant about it the other day. I'm like, I don't feel like people know. I be forgetting, or not forgetting, but I don't look at it like that. I look at it like I'm just me. Like, I'm just me. Like, I don't feel like people know who I am. I be going to the grocery store and I get spotted and I'll be like ready to fight, like trying to get out of there. Like, what's up? Yeah, and I leave and shit, like, because I'm just not used to it. I be trying to stay as humble as I can and hungry as I can. Like, I always keep it in my mind, like, man, don't ever stunt yourself. Like, niggas ain't jacking you like that, bro. Like, just keep working until you
but niggas definitely know who you are, man. Definitely, people just keep that mindset though. Always keep working, keep grinding. Shit, keep it going forward, man. Like,
that's
shit,
what I was saying, being said,
like
bro.
you said, you never know. Next time we talk to you, you might have 6 projects. You just got shit going. However, things go.
Always, I'm gonna always do that for sure. I love music too much. I got bit by the bug, man. I grew up around music. I was trying to sleep at night as a little kid, like 4 years old, and I hear, not even 4, like 2, 3 years old, because I moved to Florida when I was like 6. Like, I'm hearing fucking It Wasn't Me getting played downstairs in the basement. Like, I'm trying to listen. Like, I'm sneaking and peeping what they doing in the studio. That shit bit me. Like, the music bug bit me. It is what it is. I can't stop it. I'll never be able to stop.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank you for fucking tapping in with us.
Of course, man. Always. Thank you for having me, for real though.
Yeah, thank you, man. We really appreciate you.
We'll definitely link with you as soon as you drop. We'll promote your shit for sure.
Thank you, man, for sure. As soon as I get a drop date, I'm gonna let y'all know, man. Like, it's gonna be good, bro. It's gonna be good. If y'all got some like, if I got y'all links and shit, I'll send you some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you some unreleased shit.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think, because I'm that type of artist. I want feedback. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know.
And then next time you're down in Cali,
we'll link up.
you gotta come tap in with us, come sit in, and
Y'all in
definitely
Cali
do
or
this
New
in
York?
person. No, we in Cali.
Okay, say that.
Come fuck with us, man, for sure, man. We definitely want you to come do it in person and everything.
Bet you know that for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
tapping in. Be sure to swipe up, hit the fucking notification, subscribe, everything. Thank you, man.
For sure, man. You already know, man. You too, bro.
Back on that X. Back on that X. Back on